6'6" guard out of Cal, made all Pac-12 first team, ranked third in the conference in scoring, averaging nearly 20 points per game, became the first Cal player since 1997 to have 6 consecutive games with 20 or more points. Adam, you know I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. Who is this kid? Am I excited about him? What am I feeling here about Jaylon Tyson in your grade?
Well, if you saw him this year at Cal, you're really excited. If you watched him the previous year at Texas Tech or even the year before that at Texas, you are really unhappy.
So that sounds like a C.
No, I mean, listen. Here it is, 20 points per game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He's a 6'6" wing who got to play with the ball in his hands this year at California. Took advantage of what was somewhat of a lackluster roster and really got to show the expansion in his game. If you are a believer in what you saw this year at Cal, if you think it's indicative of what he's capable of being, a big facilitating wing, maybe even a big facilitating guard, then you're optimistic about it. But he had the ball in his hands. I'm not sure he's going to have the ball in his hands in the NBA, and when that's the case, he's going to have to shoot it at a higher level. Again, about 36%, 1.6 makes per game, but this is a guy who had a constant green light. The rim looks bigger when you can take any shot you want.
This is the first player selected tonight that I did not have in the top 30 of my mock draft, so it's a bit of a surprise for me, but I understand it. Again, he's 6'6". He has shot it well from 3 in each of the past 2 seasons. 40% in his second year of college, that was at Texas Tech, and then 36% in his third year of college at Cal. Finkel, remember, he was late getting eligible too because he had the waiver transfer that had to be approved by the NCAA. That ultimately got done, and he had a nice season. But again, for a team that wasn't very good, a roster that wasn't very stacked, this is not a person I thought was going in the top 20. But, you know, I've been wrong before.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not that thrilled. I mean, if I was grading this, I'd say a D.
A D?
Yeah. What does this give us? I mean, we got Donovan Mitchell. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, I'm saying we.
Yeah.
But I mean, at 20, there's plenty other players on the board that, to me, fill a better need.
We'll go B minus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say.
Tell me. Give me something. Give me some life here.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to give you life.
Oh,
I think
got
this
Donovan
kid
Mitchell,
spends most of his time next year in the G League.
Yeah.
But
he's older, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's older.
Yeah.
So, right. All right. Matt, let me get a word from you on Jaylen Tyson, because I'm still not sold on Jaylen Tyson. Can you sell me here on why I should be excited about Jaylen Tyson or should not be excited?
Do you want to turn this into a therapy session?
I mean, sometimes that's what this is, though, right? Sometimes we have therapy sessions live on TV. That's why people watch. They go, wow, that guy's really losing it.
Here's the deal with Cleveland. A couple things. One, they do expect that Donovan Mitchell will stay with the franchise, resign. They're going to go out and meet with them on the West Coast next week and just try and make sure that gets that done. But everyone in that organization is highly confident that they're not going to lose Donovan Mitchell. That's the most important thing. They wanted to continue to surround him and their primary players with good athletic wings that can be contributing players. That's basically what they see in Tyson here. Again, you have a situation where, and frankly, I find this refreshing, guys. I'm not saying that the picks are always going to be right, but I like when teams stick true to their boards and they don't fall, victim to groupthink, which isn't to say that sometimes there isn't a really good player sitting out there that shouldn't be taken above all others, but clearly Cleveland in this spot with guys like Filipowski, Yves Missi, they didn't take him, but I was told going into this draft that Cleveland would not be taking a big under any stretch. They wouldn't be taking a 4 or a 5 no matter what. They stayed true to that. They wind up going with Tyson. He's not much of a known commodity, but you just never know. Sometimes these guys that seem like odd picks in the first round wind up cropping up and being good players. I'm not promising you that, Hakeem, but that's the reasoning behind it now. You get a nice wing support, good 3-and-D a bit on that, and they will try to make sure that that Donovan Mitchell's staying around there for their renewed push back to the playoffs in 2025.
All right, you kind of got me excited.
And I should say, just, to give us cover, we do this every year.
Yep.
A lot of people do this every year. And there are times when you look at a desk and they all disagree with a pick, and you look up 3 years later and like, hey, they might have got it right. I remember the night Cam Johnson was selected in the top 10, I believe. I don't think anybody liked that, but, the early returns at least looked pretty positive.
There was a Taco Bell commercial on when the MVP got picked.
There you go.
It is what it is. It happens.
You'll be okay, Hank.
I covered myself, though. I said, should I be excited? So it's not like, old takes exposed can go, oh, yeah, this guy used to say this.
That's why we bring in Matt for the rescue.
Right. Matt providing his perspective on the Cleveland Cavaliers. We got 10 picks left here in the first round of the NBA draft. Who's going to hear their name called? You take a look at the best available still on the board. Who's it going to be? These are the players here still on the board. Isaiah Collier, Kyle Filipowski, Yves Missi, Deron Holmes II had a heck of a year at Dayton. That's a really, really talented player. All these guys, and Tyler Smith as well. Those are the best available we're looking at right now. We are back after this here on CBS Sports HQ. On the clock, New Orleans. What are you doing next with the 21st overall pick? That's next here on CBS Sports HQ, presented by Jeep.